And what's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. It is your boy Cheap Ludes, and you know what today is? It is New Year's Eve. It is also Thursday, which means we have teasers for Friday's content from my team in NBA 2K22 My Team. So let's take a look at what we can expect tomorrow for New Year's Eve packs. I'll be honest, I was wrong. I thought for sure we were getting flashbacks, but don't worry. They're saving that for next week. I am sure of that. Retweet this if you want us to drop 14 Evo players tomorrow. Well, that kind of set off alarm bells in my head immediately when I saw that 3 hours ago, because I was like, well, I can remember the last time that they did this specifically on New Year's, and that was New Year's resolution packs in 2K20. But don't worry, we're going to talk about those a little bit too. So, I mean, I think a lot of people kind of felt that way too. I mean, if you look through the tweets themselves, like a lot of people were saying New Year's resolution packs, which is fine. Then we got this New Year's resolution Zion Unleashed power forward center Galaxy Opal. Now I'm interested here because he doesn't seem to be a Evo card, which I think is kind of interesting. So I don't know if he is an Evo. Oh yeah, he is. I see that now. I couldn't see it because of all the confetti and the explosions. So he's going to be a pink diamond, then he'll Evo up to an Opal, or they'll just keep him as an Opal. He'll Evo up to just being slightly better or something. I don't really know what they're going to do, but we got an Evo Zion. Now, I will talk about the two cards that they teased a little bit more in depth in a little bit, but I kind of just wanted to go and talk about the teases in general. And the reason I'm going to talk about them is because if you remember the New Year's resolutions packs from 2K20, you'll have a better understanding of what they actually are. So we got Zion here, and then we got Cool Hand Luka. Ew. We got Luka Doncic. Everyone is very upset about Luka Doncic and Zion to a certain extent too. People are upset that Zion only plays power forward center, not small forward. People are upset, especially with Luka, because he plays shooting guard, small forward, and not point guard, shooting guard, or shooting guard, point guard. I don't really think that's a big deal. And the reason I say that is because I usually like to use Luka as a shooting guard anyway. And I think his release is better off the catch and shoot this year. So I don't really think it's that big of a deal. Usually every Luka card we get around this point, typically is shooting guard, small forward anyway. I want to say we got Quantum in like February. No, it was March, I think. Yeah, it was around the 250K qualifier. I'm pretty sure it was the beginning of season 5. So I'm pretty sure it was towards the end of January. It was like in February, I think, when we got that. So either way, I'm not really too worried about it. And I thought for sure they were going to drop something else here, but they didn't. They usually do, but it is what it is. So this was the New Year's resolution set from 2K20. This appears to be what we are getting. So right here, we got our two pink diamonds that went up to Opals, which would be Bob Pettit and Gilbert Arenas. Obviously, that's Luka and Zion. So if you guys don't remember exactly what's up with this set, this was, I personally think, one of the most underrated sets in 2K20. And the reason for that was what it did essentially was it gave someone, so we see Andre Roberson, he had an Evo 10 3-pointers. My man had a 50 3-point shot. By the way, these Evos were not easy. Like, you had to go play on rookie and just hope for the best, basically. But once you got him up, he went up to an 88 3-pointer, and he didn't get any shooting badges or any badge upgrades, but he went way up in shooting. So that was huge. And then we obviously also had like Michael Carter Williams, who did the same thing. Like, you shot 10 3-pointers with him. And then he got like catch and shoot, corner specialist, and then went up to an 88 3-pointer. This is what I expect to see tomorrow. We're basically going to see the same thing. Now, this one was kind of annoying. And the reason I say that is because pretty much every one of these cards just went up in 3-pointer, aside from Hito, Gilbert, and Bob Pettit. Everyone else just went up in shooting, which I fully expect Zion to be a shooting card. I fully expect him to require like 33 pointers or whatever. And then he'll probably go up to like a 90 something 3-pointer. A good person to look at would be like DeMar DeRozan. I expect him to probably have like a 79 3-pointer. And then when you Evo him, it goes up to like a 92 or a 93. That would be my guess anyway. I mean, that's basically what we saw from this set. So I don't really think much is going to be different here. This set was so slept on. And I think we're going to see a set that is just like that tomorrow, except it's got two massive names at the top. But I still think it's going to be like a slept on set. We're not going to realize really how good it is until it's too late. You know what I mean? Because at the time, New Year's resolution, people did not realize how good this set was until much, much later. Like everyone wanted um, Bill Russell because Bill Russell could shoot threes, but like Aiton was incredible when he came out. Once you got this Evo, it was just so hard to shoot with lower overalls back then. Like in 2K20, it was very difficult to shoot like a 60 overall 3-pointer. It's much easier this year. Like it's just easier to green in general, especially on next gen. But like this Aiton was really good. You know what card was low key really good? Tony Allen post Evo. Tony Allen post Evo, like set shot 17 wasn't great, but I didn't mind it on Tony Allen. And he played like lockdown defense in addition to being able to shoot the rock pretty solid. Rondo was really good. Hito, I think, was one of the more slept on cards. Like when you had to get 20 steals, which was a huge pain, but he got faster. He played defense. I personally like jump shot 8 on him, like the Clyde Drexler Dominique release. I actually liked it a lot. It was a little bit slow, but I didn't mind it as much as other people did. Some people hated it. DeMar was good. Bob Pettit was actually really nice too. He didn't really Evo that much. Like his Evo wasn't that crazy, but he had the Marcus Aldridge base that like, Lamar Odom and Karolinko had, which was fantastic back in 2K20. Why am I talking so much about this? Well, let's go take a look at Luka Doncic real quick. Luka is a very easy card to kind of predict, right? Let's take a look at this one. He's going to have his Hoff badges. I guarantee he has like Hoff catch and shoot, probably Hoff clutch shooter. I would assume Hoff Deadeye, Hoff hot zone hunter. He's going to have all the shooting badges in tow. Probably Hoff set shooter because they just love giving that to people at this point. I'm sure he has like Hoff dimer, Hoff floor general too. Those are probably his 9. Maybe they give him Hoff quick first step, but I doubt it. They probably keep it at gold. The defensive badges are what his Evo is going to be, though. Guaranteed. Essentially, the New Year's resolution packs were what-if packs for 2K. Kind of like glitch packs, but they're more like question packs. Like, what if Luka was a good defender? That's his Evo, right? I mean, you can see it with the New Year's resolution packs themselves. They got a little stale with it. They're just like, okay, what if whatever, all these guys shot threes? You know what I mean? So I hope there's a little bit more thought put into them. Tomorrow, I don't expect that there will be. I'm pretty sure every single player is going to be like, what if they shot threes or what if they played defense? It'd be cool if it was like, what if they could dribble? What if they could like block shots? What if they could steal the ball consistently? Like that would be cool. I don't expect it to be. So I'm sure after the Evo, he'll probably get a bunch of gold badges, maybe a couple additional Hoffs. Like maybe he goes up and gets Hoff clamps and like Hoff Intimidator and then the Gold Interceptor and stuff like that. Remember, you're not going to be able to apply very many badges, if any badges, to these cards, period. And then let's take a look at Zion. Obviously, he's going to be shooting. There's no question about it. Zion will be shooting. I guarantee his stats probably remain the exact same as this Zion right here upon initial release. Like the badge count is going to be up. I'm sure he'll have like back down Punisher on Hoff. Maybe he'll have like Hoff set shooter or something. Gold or Hoff quick first step. He'll have like better ball handling or whatever. But for the most part, it's going to be like the same card with additional Hoff badges. And then when you get the Evo, he'll get catch and shoot. He'll get blinders probably. He'll probably get corner. He'll probably get hot zone hunter, limitless, etc. He'll end up having 14 to 16 Hoff badges, I would guess. So I don't know. I mean, I think it's pretty cool. What other cards could we see is the question. Okay. Right off the bat, I mean, I'm going to look in the actual menus and kind of spout out some cards I expect to see. I think a lot of them are pretty normal. So let's go look and see what's happening with the market, because it's horrendous out here. The market is kind of interesting right now. I don't expect it too much to change, really. I think everyone was kind of caught off guard with the cards that we were, gifted in Luka and Zion. I didn't expect those, certainly. I thought for sure it was going to be D-Wade and Shaq. Now, the one thing I wonder is, are there going to be NBA 75 cards in this set? I don't know. And if there are, do the NBA 75 versions have the Evos too? I would assume so. The NBA 75 versions are also glitched when we have glitched cards. So, or cryogenesis or whatever, the iced out, whatever. So I would assume that yes, they also include the Evos. That's interesting. I don't know who we could possibly see in this set. Maybe Dolph Shays, but this card was already pretty well rounded. There's not really much he doesn't do as like really, I don't know what I was gonna say there, but like as is, that's what I was gonna say. I mean, maybe it's like he can fast now or something. It wouldn't shock me to see like a Diamond Dolce that turns into this one basically, or something of that nature. But it remains to be seen. We still do need a Dwayne Wade. It'd be cool to see a Dwayne Wade. Like, what if Dwayne Wade didn't get his salad tossed by his wife? Um, I don't know. Dwayne Wade was pretty well rounded. What if he shot threes more? So we got like a slightly better version of the signature series one, diamond, and then it went up to a pink diamond. It could shoot threes or something. That's possible, I guess. I don't know. Zion's kind of easy. Like, it's pretty easy to see what's up with Zion. I talked about it already, but yeah, I mean, he's going to shoot. Luka's going to play defense. Those two are really easy. The question is, what other cards could we see? Now, as far as the market, before I get into all that, like, I don't think many cards are going to drop in price. I really don't. These two just don't seem to like nuke the market in general. Like, I don't see a lot of cards falling in price. Like, yeah, you might be able to bid snipe some cards tonight, maybe guys like D-Rob or something potentially, but I don't think a lot of cards are going to tank in value due to this. I'm going to rant for a second because this is the main thing I saw when I asked people, because I asked, like, why are people so upset about Luka not playing point guard in general? It is a lack of point guards. I figured that was going to be part of it, which makes sense. I get it. But a lot of people basically said, like, oh, it's not really that Luka doesn't play point guard. It's that, well, like, who do I bench now? Who do I not play? Like, I have Kawhi and T-Mac and, like, LeBron and all this. I'm like, okay, first world problems. Like, Jesus Christ, dude. Like, man, look at my squad, dude. Like, I don't really have these issues, dude. I have a broke boy squad. Rudy never gets benched, though. That's just facts. So, I mean, that's the main complaint from people is like, who does Luka play over? Like, okay, I mean, if you have to make those kind of decisions, I don't really think it's that big of a deal. Like. And I know a lot of people are like, yo, why is this video so late? Why did it take so long? Look, I don't want to make a video every single time they drop a leak, like in one day. I see that pretty often where they'll do a leak and there'll be like 3 videos and then they do another leak and there's like 3 more videos and then another leak. I don't want to do that. I don't want to make 4 videos on the same subject. I just want to make the one tidy, wrap it up, go about your night. Yeah, like I said, I don't think many players are really going to drop in price too much. I mean, I see a lot more Klay Thompsons up, so maybe a lot of people are selling Klays. Maybe you can get them for a decent price at this point. I think he'll still be over 100K tomorrow, though. Like, I don't expect Luka to be that earth-shattering. But there's always a risk investing in guys like Klay Thompson, who are kind of like quote-unquote outdated cards, because they might drop 2 or even 3 shooting guards who are just as good or better. Like, we don't know. Who knows? Maybe we get another version of glitch Klay Thompson. I doubt it, but it's possible. You know what I mean? You got to remember that what we're getting tomorrow are essentially glitch cards. Like, that's basically what they are. They're glitch cards, but you have to evo them before they get glitched. And there's a whole set of 14 of them. So just think of the Dunktober set, but then every single one has an evo that makes them good at something they shouldn't be good at, period. It's like, if we got Dunktober and Josh Giddey, I don't know what Josh Giddey is. He evoed and then he was bald. I don't know like what he doesn't do. Taylor Horton Tucker evoed, then he wasn't overrated. Cam Reddish evoed, and I would like a Cam Reddish. I would like a Cam Reddish a lot. Yeah, like I'm not exactly sure what players we could get, but essentially think of this set, but every single one evos and does something that they normally couldn't do. Like Gary Harris was like a fire dunker, like when he evoed. Like he's got 75 driving dunk, but what if he evoed up and had a 95? Dennis Schroeder all of a sudden could shoot threes, right? Donovan Mitchell was pretty good already, but he was a lockdown defender. Josh Smith was a sniper. You know what I mean? He could shoot. Dirk played lockdown defense all of a sudden. Kobe was pretty well-rounded, but I'm sure there's something I could find. Like he's a better passer or something. Jokic was like a hardcore dunker or something. Vince Carter was a lights-out shooter, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. So that's kind of what we're expecting. Also, don't sleep on the fact that we can get a three-point shooting Shaq right now. 2K has never been shy about that. I feel like they would have teased that at this point, but I'm just saying, don't sleep on it. So, what cards could we potentially see tomorrow? I have some theories. I stand firm on my belief that Robert Parrish is going to be one. Do we even have a Robert Parrish yet? Oh, we don't have a single Robert Parrish. Yes. New Year's resolution, Robert Parrish, that Evo's up and then he shoots threes. I believe that's going to happen. Am I going to be correct about that? Probably not, but I believe it might happen. Next up, not Gail Goodrich, Jerry West. He Evo's up and he dunks. You Evo him and he gets like off limitless takeoff and like posterizer and stuff, and he booms on everybody. I don't think that's out of the realm of possibility. I don't think that would be surprising, to say the least. I think that'd be cool. James Worthy, possibly we could see one of him as well, where he turns into like a 3-point shooter, like a sniper or whatever. Is there anyone that I think we could get that's like a weird one that would be, it'd be so sick if we got a Sharif Abdur-Rahim that can shoot threes consistently? That would be so tight. I don't exactly expect that to happen, but it'd be cool. I would like to see a Zach Randolph that shoots threes. I would use him. I would totally use him. 2K does like to kind of, reuse assets, so to say. So a 3-point shooting Tony Allen is not out of the realm of possibility. They enjoy doing that stuff. So one person I do think we're going to see is Lonzo Ball tomorrow. I do think we're going to see Lonzo Ball. We could even see a 3-point shooting DeMar DeRozan again, too. Like, don't count that out as well. But Lonzo Ball that can stroke threes, I think, is pretty likely. Honestly, it's surprising we haven't got a Lonzo Ball. So all the people complaining about Luka, it's entirely possible we get a fire like diamond to pink diamond Lonzo Ball tomorrow. Would you guys be shocked to see that? I realistically wouldn't. There wasn't many current players in that set before, so I expect them to be at least like a semi-decent amount this time. Who it could be? Maybe we get a cat that plays defense. That actually would be pretty cool. It would be honestly a good idea for 2K to do that, honestly. Or like a D'Lo that plays defense, potentially. Like a Damian Lillard that wasn't loyal and went to another team. That'd be cool. I don't know. They could realistically do anything, and that's kind of the whole point. So I don't want to speculate too much about what we could actually see. But I think regardless, the Evos weren't really that bad for the New Year's resolution set before. And I'm excited to see exactly what we're looking at. As always, it's been your boy Cheap Ludes. Let me know what New Year's resolution card you would like to see in the comment down below. Who would you want to see get a quote-unquote New Year's resolution and do some stuff that they've never done in game before? I have my personal theory, or not personal theory, but like personal players that I would love to see get one of these. Sharif Abdur-Rahim, Stromile Swift, a lot of mid-2000s combo forwards, if that's surprising to anyone. Like I said, do not be surprised if 2K reuses assets and uses essentially at least a few of the cards they used in New Year's resolutions from 2K20. I wouldn't be shocked at all to see that, at all. Also, don't count out LaMelo Ball. I don't know why. It just feels like now's the time we get another LaMelo Ball card. Maybe he's like a good shooter, plays defense or something. I don't know. It remains to be seen exactly what he does. But I wouldn't be shocked to see that, or a shooting Pascal Siakam. The reason I'm picking the Colossal set is that 2K hasn't released a lot of these guys again. There is the higher tier guys they have. Or like a defensive Darren Williams. I would like that. Anyways, drop a like on this video. I will see you guys tomorrow. I'm going to get a cat tomorrow, and I'm really excited about it. I am allergic to cats, so this is probably a bad idea, but I want one. Peace.